It's been a strong end to the series. It's going to go down as one of the best series that we have had in recent times. I think the Nifty would be up, what, some 6%? More than that, I think, for this series. For the March, 7% actually on the Nifty. The Nifty mid-cap is up 8%. And look at the Bank Nifty. I think it would be 12%, more than that perhaps, after today's move. I think till yesterday it was 11% for the month. 13.5% in a month is what you have on the Bank Nifty. Phenomenal. When the month started, perhaps these strikes would not have been available on the Bank Nifty for the monthly expiry.
30,500, who thought?
30,000 strikes were not available, you know. So that's the kind of move that we've had. Ashwani and Mitesh with us for some BTST calls. Ashwani, since we're ending the series as well, your thoughts for the next series, or you know, how to approach trade from here on, and your BTST calls?
Now people will figure out that those 8 months of the coil winding, when it opens with this sort of energy, you know, in 1 month the market makes a move which is worth, you know, 2 to 3 months. So this energy still continues, and possibly you know, another couple of months should be fairly similar, provided, you know, events are in our favor. So my sense is that continue to buy the dips, and I think April no results are coming as in election results. So chances are that even in April you should have fairly similar moves. Having said that, individual stocks, Manappuram is a buy with a stop of 120, target of 134. BEML is a buy with a stop of 975, target of 1010. L&T Tech is a buy with a stop of 1500, target of 1650.
Okay, that's Ashwani's stock recommendations. Mitesh, what would you do now in the last 20 minutes?
Yeah, I would choose a buy or BTST on Siemens with a stop at 1070 or targets of 1120, and ICICI Pru I think is moved up slightly, but in case you get it closer to about 352, buy with a stop at 348 for a first target of 360, though I suspect we are looking at 380 plus kind of a position target in the first week of April.
Okay, by the way, look at IndusInd Bank. It looked like that perhaps would be the expiry stock on the Bank Nifty, and that is the case. Just look at that move. 1821 now on the stock. It gave you an opportunity once again today. 1780. It's been just one of those stocks where, you know, at around noon time it's giving you that opportunity to buy, and then after that just one way forward on that stock. Prakash, price pattern is suggesting it's perhaps headed towards its previous highs. It's been ignored for so long, and now it looks like almost as if there's so much pent-up demand and just someone just latching onto it.
Yeah, no, so yeah, you're right. You know, so yesterday there was about 150 odd crores of delivery buying here, and these are not stocks that
350 crores, I think, 350, 400 crores.
Yeah, so a couple of blocks which you know, added to that. And you recall September end numbers. Post that, 2 days later, the stock had lost about 10% in a single day.
Yeah.
That gives you the kind of, you know, the ferocity of the move is because of the under ownership translating into 180 degrees on the other side. Everybody wants a piece of it. And when you look at banking, you know, you will have to scramble for value somewhere, and that value then kind of gets into a little bit of that overdone phase. But 2000 plus 2100 on this stock is certainly imminent, Anuj. If you extrapolate the moves in Axis and ICICI and Yes to this. And what the market's telling you is, look at the comeback the pariahs have made. What Mr. Tulsha is referring to, 3 stocks. Yes Bank, Jet Airways and Z. All beaten down for some event or the other. Misinterpreted by the market, overdone by the market, and then the pullback is so ferocious. So I think the market is in that mood to say, okay, come back, you know, bring it on. We'll take on the liquidity gush is willing to let go of a lot of errors that happened in the past.
You know, Serv, just to you know, also explain the point that Prakash is making. We just had a 12-month chart of IndusInd Bank flashing on the screen. It's been the stock of this series, of course. But if you see that 12-month chart of IndusInd Bank, it's up 2%. Now let's do one thing. Let's pull out a 12-month chart of, say, Bank Nifty first, and then you pull out a 12-month chart of the two big ones, HDFC Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank. And after that, even for that matter, ICICI Bank. Now that's the Nifty Bank up 24%. HDFC Bank is up 21%. I think Kotak would be similar, in fact more, 28%. ICICI Bank, and I think Axis would be the biggest by far. ICICI Bank is 41%. That's, of course, the one stock which has taken over leadership. And Axis, 52%. That's phenomenal. Yes Bank, of course, would be the one which will be still down over a 12-month period.
Because the rebound only happened in the last month
So,
and a half.
a 12-month period, it's down about 9%. Now, I'm not saying that that's the best way of approaching stocks, because stocks underperform for certain reasons. But the way IndusInd is bouncing back. It used to be an FII favorite stock, and it went through. I'm not seeing it go through this long of underperformance, and all of a sudden there's a renewed buying happening on the stock.
Well, to extrapolate that, Anuj, extend that argument further, 2% of a move in a year, while optically it seems like a big sharp pullback, could go into double digits very easily, if it has to play catch with a lag. So that's where I said 2100 or, those kind of numbers don't look out of sync given the kind of pace and readjustment that's happening.
Ashwani, for a trader, I mean, we discussed it yesterday as well, and it's really been, since 1500 a fresh breakout. Where do you buy it now?
See, it's just crossed its 200-day moving average. And this is the place to buy because it's coming out of an accumulation zone and the markup is just about starting out. So I wouldn't be surprised if you get a 700-800 point markup from here.
So since we're talking banks, I have to ask you this question. Let's move to the other side, crossover to the PSU space. Now, it's been a phenomenal rally here as well, Prakash. We're talking 20-25% on stocks. I mean, stocks like SBI at their 52-week highs. Now, if you were to go beyond and look at it from a trader standpoint and go beyond SBI, which are the names that you can perhaps still keep in mind?
I think Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, I mean, no-brainer kind of choices because they've also participated in the same cleanup process. They've had recoveries which have been fairly robust. The kitchen sinking has been timed well. Both of them would definitely qualify.
Okay, Prakash, thanks a lot for joining us and taking us through all this.